Hi, I'm Chris Tackle, the president of the Tri-Lakes Association. As the president, I've had the responsibility of taking care of these lakes over the last few years. I used to fish on these lakes when I was a kid. If you look just over my shoulder here, you'll see the northern end of Lake Walleye. I grew up on Lake Walleye. This is where I used to catch some prize-winning bass fish. Problem is, today's not like it used to be. There's fewer fish in the lake today than there used to be, and that's having an effect on our economy. As the president of the Tri-Lakes Association, it's also my responsibility to take care of the economy. And the economy is suffering as a result of a decline in the amount of bass fish that we've seen in this lake over the last few years. Tri-Lakes is the host to a bass tournament that brings bass fishermen from all over the world. But because there's fewer fish in the lake, there's fewer people coming to the Tri-Lakes region. People come to our lakes for the great sports fishing, but because the number of fish has fallen off in the last few years, fewer people are coming to our hotels. If there's no people coming to our hotels, then there's no people coming to our restaurants. There's no people going to the stores to buy things. As a result, the economy overall is suffering. It's our job to try and figure out what problem is affecting our lakes and to figure out why the fish populations have been falling off. Some of the problems that we've been noticing with our lake include a greener lake than we've seen in many years. We've also seen a population of Daphnia and Gomeris, two small plankton that live in these lakes. Their populations have been declining. Years ago, we would take our biology classes out from the Tri-Lakes High School and they would examine water samples, and you could see the Daphnia and Gomeris teeming in every drop, and now they're getting much more scarce. We've also seen a problem with our lake perch. They're not as colorful as they used to be, and their behavior has changed. Fishermen will actually see the perch sitting on top of cinder blocks that have been dumped into the lake and just hovering in place rather than swimming around as they normally do. As the president of Tri-Lakes, I've been asked by the association membership to see if I can find a way to solve the problems that we've been noticing in our lakes. If we don't do something to increase the number of bass that can be caught or change the color and quality of the lake, then we're going to see our tourism trade continue to decline. One of our concerns is the power plant. The amount of pollution that goes into the air could be mixing with water, dropping in the form of rain, and changing the pH of our lakes. Another concern could be temperature or thermal pollution. The thermal pollution can change the amount of dissolved oxygen in the lake. There might also be other organisms that are consuming the oxygen in the lake. At this point, we're not really sure what the nature of the problems are. We've only identified that a problem exists. Our goal is to try and see if there's a way that we can improve the quality of the lakes, bring the bass fish back, and hopefully, again, improve our tourist trade. That's where the students at Stevenson High School come in. Your teachers have agreed to look over the data that we've collected over the past few years at Tri-Lakes High School, as well as taking some information from local businesses and newspapers to try and understand what's happening to our lakes and see if there's a way to solve the problem. We're asking you, the students of the Stevenson High School biology classes, to examine this information along with your teachers and propose solutions to the problems. We're relying on you, mostly because we haven't been able to do it ourselves. And we hope that you can make a difference to help us improve the Tri-Lakes region.